Hello there. What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite board games of all time, Twilight Imperium. For Twilight Imperium 4th edition, we're getting an expansion, Prophecy of Kings. Now, I knew the name of the expansion that was coming through some leaks for a while, but it's really nice to actually get a whole lot more than that. So we're going to talk about this today because this was kind of dropped during the in-flight report, as well as had an unboxing live stream during Gen Con. So FFG's kind of spoiled a lot of information about this, and it looks really, really cool. It's going to be kind of a high-level video, though, kind of talking a little bit about everything that's going to be coming with this, and really kind of hyping it up a little bit, because if you guys have never played Twilight Imperium, you're really missing out. So before I jump too far into this, I'm going to be announcing the winner of the giveaway at the end of the video, so make sure you watch all the way through. This is for the $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. But if you don't win, don't worry, because I have new giveaways going on all the time. And generally, to enter to win those, all you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's how as simple as that. That's kind of how it works. So make sure you stay tuned. So hopefully you will subscribe. And if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Share it with your friends. Click that bell for alerts. All that other stuff. There's links in the description below if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon or checking out the merch store. We've got all kinds of really cool masks and t-shirts. And we've got like the Darth Maul neck gaiter. And we've got a lot of Star Wars stuff on there, because I generally cover a lot of Star Wars content, but also some regular board game stuff as well. And this, I mean, Twilight Imperium is more than just a regular board game. It's maybe the most epic board game of all time. So Twilight Imperium 4th edition was a 6-player game, and Prophecy of Kings is raising that up to 8-player capacity. Now, it's a long game. It's usually an all-day kind of game, although you can play it in maybe 3 or 4 hours if you're playing it with experienced players, but it's a very heavy rules game. It's definitely the heaviest game that I play, and maybe the heaviest game that I own, maybe the heaviest game I've ever played, as far as rules, and also it's physically heavy as well. I've done a lot of work to my current copy of Twilight Imperium, as far as I've actually painted every single ship that comes in this game, and got the Broken Token Deluxe Organizer for it and everything. And there's so much in here. I think it's even more than, like, look, the Broken Token was brilliant in that they left some room in their organizer, but this has even more stuff. I don't even know if there's going to be, like, it's too big. I think they're going to need to make a Prophecy of Kings organizer specifically just for this, because there's a lot of stuff. You're going to be getting lots of new races. I mean, there's already 17 races in Twilight Imperium 4th edition. You're getting, I think, 7 more in this box. You're getting new planets, new cards. You're getting a new everything. One of the new races you're going to be getting is the Mahakt Gene Sorcerers, and they kind of have this whole mentality of trying to take your tokens and put them in their pool so they can actually do extra actions, and that much is really cool. They have some pretty cool extra infantry too, that when they die you get like rewards and trade goods and things like that. The Argent Flight, who I am actually a big fan of, are very I feel like they'd probably be good for combat, or very aggressive play, perhaps. They've got like their flagship. They can't use PDSs. You can't use space cannons against where their flagship is. So if their flagship goes in, you don't have to worry about all that defense. So that turtling with the space cannons, that's insane. So you have to, or if you're playing against these guys, you have to go against their space cannon. They always vote first, and they get bonus votes, and it looks like their destroyer also has capacity, so their destroyer can carry fighters and or infantry, which is pretty cool. So pretty cool. You're going to get 2 new colors, because, hey, you've already got 6 colors. You need 2 ones. You're getting like hot pink, and you're getting orange, which is lovely. For more miniatures, I gotta paint all of these. It took me a long time to paint all of my minis, but you know what? That's no problem. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to find new dice, too, because I have custom dice for every player to have their own color dice, which means I need to get some hot pink dice and some orange dice. A whole bunch of, like, 10 D10s I'm going to need. I'll have to figure out a way to make that happen. And you're getting Mechs, too, which is pretty cool. We'll talk a little bit more about the Mechs in a little bit. But there's a new planet type called Frontier. You already had cultural, hazardous, and industrial planets, but now these new planets are going to give you like a bonus for the first time you explore them. So if you're the first player to flip over a tile and explore a new planet, you're going to be able to pull from a deck of cards, and maybe it'll be, like a paradise world that permanently attaches to this planet's card and makes it better. So that's kind of cool. Like, you have a little bit of randomness beyond just, when you set up the board, but now some randomness in the middle of the game when you're exploring. This is adding a little bit more of the X to the 4X of TI4 for exploration. Or you might get something like a volatile fuel source if you have at least one mech on this planet, or if you remove one infantry from this planet, you get to gain a command token. So that's kind of cool. But you basically kill somebody, like it blows up, or if you have the mech, you can kind of get it under control. There's also a whole lot of lore that goes into an expansion like this, so this is pretty fun. You might find something like an industrial relic fragment, and if you get 3 of those, you can now get a relic, and they've got relics, which is, I guess, like going to be a whole new deck. And these relics are like really powerful things, like this Scepter of ML I guess is the name there. That this is a thing that can be, you can basically spend a strategy token for free once per turn. That's awesome. A whole extra token. That's a big deal, because you're gonna spend strategy tokens. You're definitely gonna do that. I mean, imagine in an 8-player game too. That's, every single card always going off. You're gonna definitely want those strategy tokens. So, because strategy tokens are the ones that you spend to follow somebody else's strategic action. So, pretty big deal. Leaders. Again, it's not just the new factions, but all the old factions too are getting stuff, right? And one of those things that everybody's getting is leaders. And there's going to be 3 different types of leaders. Apparently, you're going to get an agent, a commander, and a hero. Everybody starts with their agent, which has some type of like exhaustible, like you can do this like once per turn kind of thing. And then once you meet certain criteria, you can unlock your commander. And then the commander is going to have even more abilities that are a little bit more powerful. And then once you do like a couple of objectives, then you can unlock the hero. And the hero is going to have like a once per game ability, and it's going to be like a super powerful ability, which is like super cool. I love the idea of once per game abilities, because as long as you like, the problem is like when an all day long game, and this is cool, right? In a game that's going to take you multiple hours, potentially all day long, there's only going to be one winner. So you're going to be gaming, most people, especially in an 8-player game, right? Going to be playing this game all day long, and they're going to lose, right? So you need super fun things like, I lost, yeah, but I got to do my once per game thing. I got to use my hero's ability, and it was awesome. Like, that's a way for everybody to have like their own mid-game win, right? And so stuff like this is really, really cool. And that's what makes this awesome story more than just a game. And it also looks like they're coming with these sidebars, which are going to extend onto the player color bar that you've got already, and this is going to be a place for your agent, your commander, and your mech, because every race is also going to have their own mech. So, like one of the heroes that they show for the Jolnar, I believe this is to unlock him, you have to have 3 objectives scored. So this is something you'll get kind of early to mid game perhaps. And when you unlock him, you can use this Twilight Directive Helio Commander Array. It's an action you can take. Remove each of your command tokens from the game board, not from the game board, and return them to your reinforcements. So what this is really doing, it lets you get all your command tokens that are already on the board. So this is good for like a late game when you've got a lot of tokens. All of the fleets that you've moved already, now you can like pick up those tokens. You can move those fleets again. All of the production you've already done with stuff, you can pick that up. You can do it again. If somebody plays diplomacy and you have to put a command token on a specific, oh, you can't invade me. Oh, no problem. I've got my Helio command array ready. Poof, we get all my tokens back. So I'm glad this is a once per game type of ability, but this is awesome. I mean, and there's all kinds of other really cool stuff, like new promissory notes, and and I haven't even seen them yet. They may have shown some of them during the unboxing. I'll be honest, I didn't watch the entire thing. Watched a little bit, but an Agitator Bale. This is I believe this is for that faction that starts with a War Sun, right? Which is really cool, and they, I believe, are that or something like that. After you move, their Nova Seed thing is, after you move a War Sun into a non-home system other than Mechatol Rex, you may destroy all other players' units in that system and replace that system tile with the Muat Supernova tile. If you do, purge this card and each planet card that corresponds to the replaced system tile. So basically, they get to fire the Death Star and actually blow up a system, which is super cool. Like yes, yes. Like, dude, if you've ever played Star Wars Rebellion, like that's one of the most fun things to do is to actually fire the super laser, right? Once per game, you get to actually blow up an entire system. That's incredible. And you get to replace it with a supernova, which is basically impassable to every other system, right? Impassable to every other system. I mean, so you really, what you're really doing, yeah, gravitational collapse. You're collapsing the star in this system. See, you're actually causing, almost like a black hole in a way. So let's talk about mechs, because mechs are a new ultra-powerful ground infantry unit. Well, I say ultra-powerful. They generally seem to be combat value 6, cost 2, and they mostly seem to have sustained damage, although you can see over here that some of them have some extra abilities like planetary shield or production 2. I wish that's those plant peoples. But every faction's mech is going to be slightly different, which is super cool. It's just more variety when you're picking your stuff. Very, very cool stuff. One of them is the Icarus Drive. And these are the people that have the wormhole, right? These are the ones that start off in their own wormhole and they can warp in. Their flagship is a mobile wormhole and all that stuff. After any, which is Kraos, yeah. After any player activates a system, you may remove this unit from the game board to place or move a Kraos wormhole token into this system. So when they drop their mechs on the ground, they act as temporary. Like, I can hold this area remotely, no problem. Oh, did you? Oh, are you coming here? Oh, well, hold on a second. Let me drop a wormhole there. It's awesome. Another one that's cool is the Star Lancer from the Mahat Mech, Mahakt Mech, or the Mahakt, yeah, which is one of the new races. Kind of like they seem like they're like the central new race that like most of the story is based around. After a player whose command token is in your fleet pool activates this system, you may spend their token from your fleet pool to end their turn, and they gain that token. So this is really, really nasty. So the Mahakt are all about like getting one of your tokens and putting it into their pool. Kind of like how the Necrovirus wants to steal your technology. These people want to steal your tokens. So this is basically a ceasefire. Like, no, you are not attacking me, but you get a token back. So that's cool that they gain that token. I'm assuming they get to put it wherever they want if they gain that token, which that can be like as a ceasefire, but like now they're getting an extra token, so but still that's nasty. There's a lot more in this box. They said they're not going to spoil everything, and I can't blame them, because if you've ever opened the Twilight Imperium 4th edition box, it's full of stuff. There's so many action. There's going to be new action cards, new promissory notes, new technologies, new everything. This is just incredible how much stuff is going to be in this box. It's going to be $100 expansion. Like, this expansion costs more than most other full board games, right? So there's a lot in here. It's going to be a lot of stuff to paint, a lot of stuff to try and organize, to try to get all of this organized, as well as all the new stuff for the existing factions. I hope that they're going to fit into my existing stuff, because I don't know what I'm going to do if they don't. But it looks cool. All right, we have a winner also to announce, so let's go ahead and do that. Big congratulations to Smoshy V. I think that's like, or is that a little two eyes with the nose? But Smoshy, congratulations. You've won the Amazon $100 gift card. So make sure you contact me on the back end of my channel on the About page, or you can find my it's mailcrabbok@gmail.com. And we'll get you squared away that way. And anybody else, congratulations. Thank you so much for playing. All you have to do to enter to win the next giveaway is be a subscriber and leave a comment. It's as simple as that. The next giveaway will probably be starting up here pretty soon, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. And I think that's about it. What do you have to say, Baby Yoda? You got anything to say? No? You got anything to say? He just wants you to be happy. That's all. He just wants you. I gotta stop pulling Baby Yoda in front of the green screen with this green skin. He gets all translucent. He looks like a Force Ghost, Baby Yoda, and he's messing with it too, right? Like it looks cool, and then it screws everything up. They need to make a blue Yoda. Do you think Star Wars needs a blue Yoda? I don't know. All right, you guys, that's all I've got for you today. I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. It's been a very interesting Gen Con. I'll be doing a lot more news about all of the different games and expansions and content that's been announced during Gen Con, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And that's about it for now. I want to thank you so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons on Patreon. You guys are all absolutely amazing and help make this channel possible. So thank you so much for your continued support. I will talk to you guys later, and as always, have a great day.